Now, Betty McFadden and John McFadden's daughter, Leonie right? McFadden, she starts pulling me down to England, right? And she's just like so much attention on me. And anytime I kept asking about the kids, leave them, they're fine where they are, you're not well enough. And then when I started fighting for my other daughter in court, I was so well mentally because I had to get well to fight for her. So nobody could say I wasn't well. So I went down to Manchester where she was, and her and her friends wanted to have a party because I was turning up. And she's an escort, right? Supposedly high class escort. She's just a drug dealer for the government, that's all she is. And she's a junkie now as well. So anyway, her and all her friends, they're all trannies and like all the sex industry. And her best friend Samantha, right? Samantha Yoga, she does yoga, whatever, was teaching her how to be a proper prostitute. Because when Leonie she did start being a prostitute because she was hungry. I was there, I saw it. Because nobody would feed her. The social work weren't feeding her, my family weren't feeding her. And at that time I couldn't get to her, right? And because her cousins weren't letting me go near her either. So, anyway, so she went on the game because she was trying to get food. So she started dancing and then progressed and went to Manchester and got bigger clubs or whatever. So she met this girl called Samantha from Wigan who started telling her how to be a proper high-class prostitute, right? So Leonie's telling me all this, oh, Samantha's like my mother, and I was like, right, then who's this fucking Samantha, right? Because obviously if I'm going to let her be a prostitute, then it's going to encourage my other kids to do it. So I thought, how am I going to get Leonie out of it? So I went down and I was strong as fuck because they were all looking at me like, oh my goodness, your mum is, so with it. And I thought you said she was mentally unwell. Anyway, so they had this party on the first night, and one of the girls that was a tranny, right? But I didn't know that. I didn't know because they looked like Barbie and Ken, like the spitting image, right? And it was even hurting my eyes looking at them all. They were such like handsome and pretty people. It was like too sore to look at them all because it's like it's not natural, is it? Like all this plastic surgery and like I don't know, it's just not fucking natural. If you were there, you would laugh, right? Anyway. So they're all standing in their wee poses and all the rest of it, right? And there's a sunny day, and I says, oh, it's so hot, I'm going up the stairs to change. So this girl comes up the stairs with me, and she's like, the way she was watching me when I was changing, it was a bit weird anyway. I was only taking my top off, but anyway, so, and I lent her my cardigan because she was cold, whatever. So we went back downstairs again, and then it was like 9-10 o'clock, and I was tired anyway, and they were all going a bit quiet, and I was thinking, I think they all want to take drugs, but they're not going to take them in front of me. So I said, right, I'm going upstairs to go to sleep. And I went upstairs, and my daughter came in and she went, oh, what do you think of that girl? I can't remember her name. And I went, oh, she's lovely. She told me a big story about how she threw herself out a window and she tried to commit suicide because of something terrible that had happened. And she's feeling better now, and she's feeling great. And I was like, oh, she's so sweet. And my daughter says, ha, she's a man, and ran away. And I was like sitting in my room thinking, what do you mean she's a fucking man? I've been talking to her like a woman. I've been changing in front of her. And I felt, the first thing that came into my head was, do I not have a fucking human right to know if someone's a man or a woman? I don't want to change in front of a man, no matter whether he's got a fanny or not. Anyway, then they had another party the next night, and this Samantha comes to the door with a pair of shorts on, and she was holding her fanny, right, and her shorts were open. I was like, what the fuck? And this is the first time I've ever met her, right? I opened the door and she's like, I've got a urine infection, I just pissed in your garden. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake, right? And then it just went on from there. Then our other friends came in and they just wouldn't stop talking. I was like, if you don't get them out of the house, I'm fucking leaving. So Leonie's like, my mum will tie you up and put you in a cupboard, so you better calm down a bit. Because they're all on drugs. I think they think their life's about to end any second. So they're hyper as fuck, like, got to get the most out of life now, today. Do you know what I'm saying? They've got no chill in them whatsoever. So anyway, I'm telling this because I want my other children to understand that these people may look glamorous, what you think are glamorous, right? but they're just shells of people. I've spoken to so many trannies, and most of them have tried to kill themselves in most severest ways, you know. And now the government are saying that the trannies are not allowed in the army, they're not allowed here, they're not allowed insurance, you know, things like this. So they're bullying you as well. A lot of these people have been abused as children. They don't know if they're male or female because they've got fucking old women shagging them and old men shagging them. So they don't know what sex they are. If you've always got a man shagging you and you're a woman, you know you're a fucking woman. Do you know what I'm saying? So they've fucked with these kids' heads, sent them on these fucking thingy and then given them drugs. And I'm telling you, they're miserable bastards. Every time I've went down there to see them, all they can do is throw about pounds. That's it. Throw about pounds. They don't spend the pounds properly. They just, I cannot describe the mess they make. They just make fucking mess. Fighting, and there's no peace in their lives whatsoever. And it's constant danger. People stealing off them, getting beaten up. I was in a club in Manchester one night, and I think it was a Russian guy, and there was two trannies in, skinny trannies, and they were dancing, and I was looking at them feeling sorry for them because they were so unhappy, and they were dancing, pulling their skirts down, and one of them went a wee bit close to the Russian guy, and he didn't move his hands were folded. He just put his leg out and booted this skinny thing across the room, and it hit the other tranny, and that tranny fell, and they got back up, fixed their skirts, and started dancing again like it never happened. I thought, I can't fucking look at this. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't fucking look at it. Especially when so many trannies I know. And I've been told when I was younger, 15 years old, someone told me that their brother was raped so much when they were younger. He doesn't know if he's gay or not. And he doesn't know if he should have a wife and children. And he's worried if he's going to abuse his own children. And the counsellor was counselling them, saying, look, don't worry about it. That's just a normal thing to worry about, you know. Fucking hell. You're just dilapidating humans, you know. You're just dilapidating them, trying to make them into, and it's the fucking rulers at the top that are doing it, because there's too many people in there, so they have to lead you astray into hell. Oh, I know all you LGBT people, none of you know anything about the Bible, but I can tell you right now, and I know you've heard, these world leaders eat the Bible day and night because they need to see. They can't see because their sin has kept them so far away from wisdom. If you've murdered one person, you can see a bit. If you're a serial killer, you can't really see. You don't know what's round the corner. You get loose, you get stupid, you know what I'm saying? And you all end up in jail or murdered. You know, it's about self-esteem. If you've got good self-esteem, you know, you can be happy. I'm old and ugly now, but I'm happier than I've ever been in my whole life. Do you know what I'm saying? It's about your mental attitude and to be settled down. So anyway, I'm just telling my kids the way it is and what I've seen. And, you know, hanging about with these empty-headed sex workers, as much as I may feel sorry for them, they do have a choice as well to get out of that. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, some of them have now got their dicks cut off, and they've got new boobs. But I don't know what to say about that, and they've said to me I wish I could change, and I don't know what to say. Don't know if you should cut your boobs off or what. I'm just saying, stay as fucking normal as you can, get happy, and then if you want to change. Don't think everything's going to change because you're going to grow a dick, because I'm telling you right now it's not happening. It's not about sex. It's not about sex. If you love somebody, right, and there's feelings between you, and you've helped them and they've helped you, a special electricity connection comes when you make love. And that's what is like ecstatic. You know, it's an ecstasy. You don't need the drug. And you can't say I'm not right because you've never tried it. You know. Anyway, I'm just saying to you kids, don't. I know it's very hard for you because you're getting shoved with, you know, subliminal messages in Disney and cartoons and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm talking to you as a mum. Because I could cry thinking about it. I care about the children of the world. You know, I care about yous more than I care about these pricks that are annoying yous. So stop those computer games. Stop thinking you can spray people with bullets and get away with it. They're putting yous in jail. Yous in jail. You kids, 19, 20 years old, 17-year-old wanting to kill other people. Why are you doing that with your life? You've got so much enjoyment you could have.